the sword of truth, I stand and fight. In the armor of God, my future is bright. Sharpened like steel, by His word I'm made. In the battle of faith I'll never be swayed. The blade of His love cuts through the lies. With the strength of the Savior I rise, I rise, I rise.
Afternoon, everybody. This is Bubba here from Bubba's EDC, coming at you on this cold Saturday afternoon. Going to go through some knives. These are my uncle's knives. My Uncle Daniel, he's my pastor as well, and he's a big knife guy. He's got a whole bunch of knives, and so we're going to go through a couple of totes of them that he told me to bring home and look at, and I told him I'd clean them up if he's got some that need to be cleaned up. Like I said, he loves knives just like I do. He's been collecting for a long time. And I've got a whole bunch of his dad, which is my grandpa, my papa. I got a whole bunch of his knives. I'm going to be doing a video and about my grandpa and go through his knives and tell some stories about grandpa. So that's coming up. That'll be in the works. But we're going to go through these and just see what all he's got. You're going to notice a pattern. There's going to be a lot of buck knives. He is a buck guy. He loves buck. So you will see a lot of that. Well, let's get into it. All right, guys, this is tote number one. Whole bunch of stuff. I mean, right off the top, you can see quite a few things that are buck. And just to give you an idea, see if I can spin you around over there. There's another tote. And this stuff here on the table is I'm going to be cleaning some of my knives, and I might get to some of his knives tonight too. But I'm going to lower the tripod back down, and we're going to start pulling some of these out and see what all we got. All right, let's see here. Zoom out, we'll see a little better. So, buck sheath, 193 on the sheath. So it's a ATS 34 steel, I guess is what that is. BOS. I do not know what that means. That's a dude right there. First production run, 1 of 500. Buck. USA. Got the anvil logo on there. It's sharp now. It's definitely sharp. Feels good in the hand. Buck 193. So I'll have to look that up. Not sure if this is something that's still made or not. Just has the anvil right there, so I don't know. I wouldn't know how to date it, but might get to that. But she could definitely use some cleaning. The brass pins need to be cleaned. Clean up the wood. Just give her a good overall cleaning. Might take some 1000 grit to that wood there and just smooth that out. Lanyard's cut, so we'll put a new lanyard on there. Oil it, wax it really good. So yeah, nice knife. Like I told you, he loves knives. I don't know. I'm guessing it was Papa that got him into the love of knives, because Papa loved knives. Papa, he had buck, he had Western, but he was a case guy. He loved case knives. Let's see what we got in here. Let's see. You never know with him. It'll be all kind of stuff in here. Let's see. And he will buy just random things too that he just likes to look of. So that's a buck 279T. I'm not familiar with this model either. Buck USA. Wood handles. Nothing on the back to indicate type of steel or anything. Liner lock. Lanyard hole. jimping on the blade and on the back of the handle. That's a handful. That's a handful of knife right there. I love the cutout of the buck. That's great. I think it needs to be sharpened. Yep. Needs to be sharpened. I'll work sharp, take care of that. So ones like this, I don't know if it's supposed to have any snap. Maybe that needs to be, I don't know if that needs to be tightened a little bit. Very nice, very nice. So it's a Kershaw. I guess it's kind of like a Skinner when you're ripping open the cavity of a critter. Another buck. Buck USA 366. I'll put the date up here in the top corner if I can remember. I'm going to say that in advance for all the knives. If I can remember, I'll put that up there. But if not, I apologize. That's a cool little knife. Pocket clip, lock back. Very lightweight. Very lightweight little knife. Ooh, Benchmade. .440C. Don't know what model that is. Probably the smallest Benchmade I've ever seen. If y'all hear girls giggling, that's my wife and my daughter. But that's okay. It's a family house. They can be in here too. And I don't want to go to the garage because it's cold. Looks like a Spitfire. Yep, 722. Hebrews 4:12. Love it. Love the Spitfire. So this is the first Spitfire I've ever held in my hand. I've looked at them. My buddy Nate from Green's Blade Revival, I'm always going to talk about him. He went to Smoky Mountain. He held one. And he said he didn't like it personally for his hand. But maybe my hand's a little bigger, Nate. I kind of like it. It opens real easy. So that's going to be on the list for a new knife, a modern. I don't really look at a lot of moderns. I would want a bug out, maybe even a, what's that called, the Osborne from Benchmade one day. And I do have the Spider Code Nate gave me, but I'm just really, really digging the old stuff right now. All right, let's see. SOG. So it's the Flash. Okay, so I've got a flare. Very similar. So this is just a smaller version. I don't know if that's supposed to pop it open. That's just your lock to unlock it. Got some play in that pivot and that lock. SOG makes some good stuff. Never seen this one. I don't even know what kind of lock you call this. I did not want to close. Let's see what we got here. It's a Canoe buck. 389. Definitely needs to be cleaned up. It's a China one. Wonder if it's real bone. We'll clean it up. Give it a mineral oil bath. I just went and bought some. I was talking to Mario from, let's see, MIPDC 1980, and then Mike from Make Cutlery Great Again, about the mineral oil. I was like, well, I got some in my shopping cart, I think on Amazon. So like, go to Walmart. For whatever reason, in my head, I didn't think Walmart had mineral oil. I did not think about it being a medicinal thing, that it would be in the medicine. Sure, shoot, there it was. What have we got here? Outdoor Element. Hunt Hardware. So he's a big hunter, so he always has hunting stuff. Outdoor Element, Phoenix Talon. That is a beast of a handle. Got a removable, replaceable gut hook. That could use some work. I am not going to try to sharpen that curved blade. Nope. Respectfully decline. Never heard of it. I don't hunt. Not against hunting, just never took the time to go. A little timer. It's got a, looks like, I don't know what to call it, Delrin or plastic handles. So this is one of the newer ones. Similar to, what's that, a 15 OT? I've got a 15 OT with a leather sheath. Very nice. Sorry about bumping the camera. I know some of y'all may not be interested in any of this, but I'm having fun going through all this. So on this box, he's got Archer. So Archer's his youngest. He's what's he, 11 now? I think he's 11. So this one must be Archer's 103. I like that. Give that a cleaning. I think that's, nope, not really that sharp. I don't know on some of the fixed blades if Buck sends them from the factory, not very sharp maybe. I don't know. This is a 07 Alpha. Is that the same number? Don't say the number on there. So I'm assuming it's the right box for that knife Alpha Hunter. I don't know as much about the fixed blades. Bump that camera again. I'm on a roll, Johnny. 2015 Folding Hunter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this don't go to that box. Okay, we got Chuck Buck. I don't know who did the other one. That's really cool. Model 271. Again, BOS. I gotta look that up. 154 cm steel. That's a nice little knife. He's had several with the wood handle or the wood scales. Very nice. Very unique little sheath. Is that how that came out of there? I don't remember. I think we'll put it like that. Very cool. All right, guys. That's where we're going to cut off part 1. We'll come back with part 2. There will end up being probably 4 or 5, maybe even 6 parts going through his collection. But that'll be the end of part 1, and we'll see you for the next one. God bless you.
With the sword of truth, I stand and fight. In the armor of God, my future is bright. Sharpened like steel, by His word I'm made. In the battle of faith, I'll never persuade. The blade of His love cuts through the lies. With the strength of the Savior I rise, I rise, I rise.